All right, let's talk about something that probably drives you a little nuts every single day. That endless, frustrating wait for hot water to finally show up. We're going to dive into a simple little device that can fix all that, the hot water recirculating pump.
You know the drill, right? You turn on the shower, you turn on the kitchen tap, and then you just stand there, waiting and waiting, while perfectly good water just runs down the drain. It's a small thing, but man, it's a daily frustration.
And look, that wait isn't just you being impatient. It adds up to gallons of wasted water, precious minutes of your time gone, and let's be honest, it's just not a comfortable way to start your day.
But what if you could just eliminate that wait completely? Well, there's a really clever piece of tech designed to do exactly that. It's called a recirculating pump, and we're about to break down how this smart solution works.
So what is it? It's a hot water recirculating pump. Its job is incredibly simple. Get hot water to your faucet fast. The results are pretty awesome. You stop wasting all that water, and your daily routine gets a whole lot more convenient.
So how in the world does this thing create what feels like instant hot water? It sounds kind of like magic, but the idea behind it is actually really straightforward.
At its heart, a recirculating pump does exactly what the name says. It creates this little loop for your hot water, keeping it moving slowly and constantly from your water heater all the way through your pipes. That means hot water is always on deck, right there waiting for you. This pump, which is usually installed right by your water heater, gets that circulation loop going. As the hot water moves along, it pushes any of the cooler, stagnant water back to the heater to get warmed up again. So when you turn on the tap, you're not waiting for water to make the long journey from the tank. Nope, it's already there.
Now, if this is starting to sound pretty good, you should know that you've got a choice to make. There are two main types of these systems, and understanding how they're different is really key to picking the right one for your house.
Okay, so your options really boil down to two different styles. You've got your whole house systems, which either run all the time or on a timer to keep that loop hot during peak hours. Then you've got demand-based systems, which only turn on when you tell them to, maybe by pushing a button. So the trade-off is pretty clear: constant readiness versus saving the most energy possible.
And here's a big tip. Your home's layout is a huge factor. If you've got those really long pipe runs, where the bathroom feels like it's a mile from the water heater, those demand-based systems are often the smartest choice. I mean, it makes sense, right? You avoid the energy cost of keeping that super long pipe hot all the time. So a recirculating pump sounds pretty great, but let's take a quick reality check. Is it actually the right move for your home? Before you jump in, there are definitely some practical things you need to weigh.
First off, the installation itself. You have to think about the length of your pipes and where your water heater is. Putting one into an existing home can be a bit invasive. But the good news is that a lot of modern kits have this clever trick where they use your existing cold water line for the return trip, which means you might not have to install a whole new pipe.
And what about savings? Well, that really depends on your family's habits. But here's one thing that is absolutely non-negotiable. You need good insulation on your pipes. Without it, you'll just lose heat, the pump works harder, and any efficiency gains just vanish. So you're always balancing the little bit of energy the pump uses against the major convenience it gives you.
The upkeep on these is usually pretty simple. We're just talking about basic checks for any leaks, making sure the wiring is still good, and setting the controller to match your family's schedule. And get this, some of the newer models even have smart controls that learn your routines and adjust themselves automatically. Pretty cool.
Okay, so you've weighed the pros and cons, and you're interested. So what are the final steps you should take? For that, we really got to turn to the experts for their advice.
And the expert advice is crystal clear. You have to do your homework. That means getting multiple quotes from different pros, making absolutely sure the system you want will work with your current water heater, and yeah, you got to check on any local building codes or permits you might need.
And this right here might be the most important step of all. Always talk to a licensed plumber. Every home's plumbing is a little different, and a professional is the only one who can really assess your layout, recommend the right system, and make sure it's installed safely. It's not a corner you ever want to cut. So, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this one question. When you weigh the convenience, the potential savings, and the specific needs of your home, is instant hot water the right upgrade for you? Now you've got the info to make that call.